What is up, everybody? Good morning and welcome back to Marvel Rivals. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're just going to make a really quick guide on Mantis. This is a really popular hero that I see in a lot of my games, so I just wanted to make sure that people read her abilities correctly, understand her a little bit more, and get to rock out from there. So the main concept of Mantis is these life orbs. I know it can be a little bit, it was confusing for me at least when I first picked up this character, because I thought the life orbs were these things that you put on people, like your little healing over time thing. Like I thought that was the life orb. But the life orbs are these little leaf indicators that you see in the center of my screen. You have 4 of them, and you can see that my right click, my E, and my F in the bottom right hand corner, they all cost a life orb. So if I like right click, E, and F, that consumes 3 of the things in the center of my screen. I will go over the abilities and what they do, but that's her main mechanic. You're playing with these 4 slowly recharging charges in the center of your screen. So her left click, pretty basic stuff. Just auto attack. You can tap it, you can hold it down, anything like that. It does have a headshot multiplier, so definitely go for headshots when you can. The important thing is that when you are auto attacking, like as you can see, we'll do 6 auto attacks, kills Luna Snow. If we use our F, which is our damage boost, we only kill her in 5. So it does help you reach that damage break point where it takes 1 full less auto attack to kill a target. With headshots, I believe it's 3 either way, so don't worry about it too much there, but but that's always kind of an interesting thing to know. So going over her basic abilities, we've already kind of done her F, but you consume one of these life orbs, you give yourself a damage boost, and you can rock out from there. You can actually do a lot of damage on this character, so definitely use your F if you're just feeling really confident, your team's not dying or something like that. If that was the case over there, you definitely wouldn't be using your F. You want to be focused on healing. But if you want to give yourself a damage boost, if you think you're the most reliable source of damage, absolutely rock out, absolutely do that. Very good thing to do. Her next basic ability we'll go over is her right click. So you put this little healing over time effect on people. You can activate it again to get a little bit more of a burst of healing, but just keep in mind that each time you do, you are consuming one of those charges in the center of your screen. So if someone's taking a ton of damage, that's really not what this character excels at, in my opinion. If you really just have to spam into somebody, then you're stuck here with basically no heals. And if people are taking more damage, you don't really heal more than this. So just especially if you're on like Discord or something like that, definitely let your teammate know, like, hey man, you're taking way too much damage. I can't be spamming all of my heals into you like that. Like, you need to back up a little bit, let yourself kind of get some charges, and then we can go back in and rock out from there. What this healer really excels at is that you can have multiple of these healing over time effects out. So we can tag up both these allies, and they are getting healed quite a bit. If one of them drops a little bit lower, we can refresh it, do that sort of thing. And you can see all of your orbs, all of your overtime effects on the right-hand side of my screen. So you can see those green bars that are slowly counting down on the right-hand side of my screen. Those would be like champion portraits as well. So if this is like an Adam Warlock and a Thor or something, their portraits will show up there, and you can identify really easily where you need to reapply your healing over times. So very nice, very good. Good burst healing too, but not for like sustained purposes. If someone's taking a ton of damage for too long, you'll just run out of charges, and then you'll be a little bit useless. Her second to last basic ability is her E. So it's just an inspire. So you can see this person had these damage up arrows on them. It's just a quick, like, you consume one of your charges and your ally will do some bonus damage. You can see again over on the right hand side of the screen, that does have a countdown on it as well. So yeah, that will just tick down. The other thing to note is that you can have multiple of these things on target. So you can right click and E, and you can see over on the right hand side of my screen, they are healing over time, and they have that damage boost for varying lengths of time. You can do this, like you can E, and then you can refresh your healing over time, and then you can do some other stuff, and then you can refresh your damage over time. And if you have a friend that absolutely pumps, which I definitely do, you can definitely make sure to keep the damage and the heal on them so they can play a little bit more aggressive, pump out a lot of damage, and it's a great way to make a carry on your team even stronger. The last basic ability that she has is her left shift. So her left shift is like this, you lob this thing, It's like a, let's turn off ability cooldowns real quick. So you lob this little ball. If you use it like straight ahead, it does not go very far, but you can get some distance on it. So you have to just angle it up and keep in mind that it is a lob again. So if we're just going straight ahead and then if we're going like that. So the important thing to note about her lob is that there is like a delay where you can attack a target and they won't actually get woken up. So if I use like a left click right away, I can do this. See, I got 2 auto attacks or 1 auto attack before the target actually woke up. So that was pretty cool. So we just like left shift, left click, 2 auto attacks before that target was even able to do anything. Otherwise, they just kind of sit here, longer sleep. They don't take damage. It's a lot longer of a sleep. So you do end up waking them up real quick. But yeah, definitely play around with that too, especially if you're getting dove by like an Iron Fist or like a Wolverine or something like that. You can, and they're kind of all over you, all in front of you. Do this, hold down left click, and you can do a ton of damage before they're even able to do anything. You guys can coordinate as well, where you put them to sleep. You can wait a little bit longer, have your teammate get ready, and then focus the crap out of them and nuke them very, very quickly. It is also a good chance to set up your, wait for your cooldowns as well. So if you've been like pumping your team, you don't have a whole lot of like heal charges left or something like that, you can, and you're getting dove, you can put them to sleep, wait for your charges to come back, F, give yourself the damage boost, and then start rocking out and do a little bit something like that. So a lot of different things you can do with this character. All of it has to do with making sure you have enough charges to do what you want to do, and when you don't have any charges to use your healing orbs or your damage amps or anything like that, making sure that you communicate that with your team or that your teammate is even aware of that. You don't have infinite healing. This damage over time, or the healing over time effect, only can do so much, but it is a good way to keep people topped even if they're a little bit higher health or something like that. Keep this on and then have something like an Adam Warlock or something to back you up in case people get low, something like that. So her last ability is her ultimate. You just go into this state where you can actually still auto attack. You can still auto attack. You can still pass around healing orbs. You can still use all of your other basic abilities, which is kind of rare. I think most characters, when they use their ultimate, they don't have access to all that. But you do this, and you have this little green ring around you. As you can see, the edge of it is over there. So pretty wide range, and you just constantly refresh shields on allies while this ult is active. And the shield persists after for about 5 seconds or so. So you can see I was just ulting here. These bots just keep getting that shield back, keep getting that shield back, and you can see the timer for the ultimate, how long it lasts, on the right-hand side of my screen. I'm at 375 for at least a few seconds, and then the shield will start to fall off. So very powerful ultimate. Definitely if you're using a push as well. It does also restore health to targets too, and then build an overshield, so it will heal people. And then if they're at full health, they get that overshield. So very, very powerful. And again, you have access to all of your major abilities when that ult is active. So that's really, really nice. You can still be doing a lot of damage during this ultimate. So you can, wait for people to get low, heal them up to full, damage amp, heal. That there's no way that target is dying because they are standing in my ult. They're getting constantly healed, and they're damage amped, so they can safely do damage however they see fit, and you will keep everyone alive. So pretty simple character, but I just wanted to make sure that everyone understood the charge thing, the life orbs, I guess you could call them, in the center of the screen. Important way to play Mantis, and this is going to be a really quick one today, but I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.